Good afternoon, Stefan and Rapunzel. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I do have some advice for you in requested of what is possibly a suitable business structure for you to entering in your new hairdressing salon. So I've referred back to a lot of legislation, including the Corporations Act and the Partnership Act. And at this time, I would like to recommend that a limited partnership be a good option for you. The reason I recommend a limited partnership is it allows you to raise the capital offered by Rapunzel while still protecting her from liability, which I understand was incredibly important to you. A limited partnership also allows Rapunzel to share in the profits while not being responsible for the everyday runnings of the business. In the event of a failure, Rapunzel would not be held liable, and as the general member of that business structure for a limited partnership, Stefan, you will be liable. So that's how it's basically set up. There is one general partner and there is one limited partner. The limited partner is allowed access to the financials, the books, accountings, that sort of thing, and they can be involved in some instances in large purchases. However, for the most part, it is your responsibility, Stefan, as the general member, to be responsible for the everyday dealings, the runnings of the company, hiring staff, disciplinary action for staff, paying their superannuation, their wages, all the general things that go into running a business. But that also means that as the general partner, that you are liable for any failures, debts incurred, penalties, anything upon the business, where Rapunzel won't be. So I recommend the limited partnership on those options. There is, however, small cost and a little bit of stuffing around involved in setting it up because it is legislated and it does have to be registered under the Partnership Act. And there are some rules and guidelines there that you will need to follow. That's a good thing because for the two of you, it means that you can clearly refer back and understand exactly what you guys need to do in relation to the business and where you stand in the partnership if there's any confusion. It also allows Rapunzel a share of the profits, so she is able to share in that while not having to worry about the responsibilities of everyday dealings. So having said that, that is the reason I primarily recommend a limited partnership. Limited partnership is probably the best option, and I did go around considering whether a company would be a good option because a company does have the ability to have directors and it is a separate entity. So it does have protective abilities in relation to liability. However, there is a lot involved in setting it up. It's quite costly. It can be complex. And it also requires some ongoing costs to keep it running. So for a startup business like yourself that's just getting going and just wants to use that capital to start the business, start running, start earning, completely understand. So that is probably not the best option to become a company at this point in time. It's also a good thing having a limited partnership as my recommendation because that can also pave the way to leading into becoming a company. So down the track, if you're finding that a limited partnership is not working for you, you can easily move into becoming a company and changing your business structure. If Rapunzel decides that she would like to have a more active role in the partnership and in the business, she can change from being a limited partner to a general partner and split all liabilities 50-50. There is another option, being a sole trader. That is not the best option. However, it does have its benefits. There is no legislative requirements for its setup. You only have to abide by the standard national standards choices for employment. So you have to be registered business name, you have to employ your staff and pay them the super, their wages, etc. But ultimately, as a sole trader, you are an individual and you are wholly and solely responsible for the running of that business, as well as its liabilities, its profits. Having said that, you two are in a common law relationship. So if that was a good option for you and Rapunzel wanted nothing to do with it, she decides, okay, we do not want to have anything to do with this. I've changed my mind. I've put too much on. I don't want to be looking at the books while I'm trying to work as a nurse. It would be amazing because you wouldn't have to worry about it as an individual. You can just carry on running the business as you wish. And it would be between the two of you, seeing as you're a common law couple, to split the profits and give her access to financial information if you wish. However, in the event of a failure, the individual is solely responsible, so there would be no liability whatsoever upon Rapunzel. Having said that, though, it's not the best option, and with Rapunzel prepared to invest quite a lot of capital into getting it started, the limited partnership would suit best It gives her peace of mind, a little bit of control, and she can keep an eye on what's going on from a distance while allowing you the freedom to run the business. So there is a few options for you to consider. I do highly recommend the limited partnership, but ultimately the decision will be yours and how you would like to proceed forward. The good thing with a limited partnership also is that it's reasonably quick, the process to get it sorted. So we won't be any lengthy process as it would be for starting a company in relation to getting things started. So I hope I haven't confused you today and I've given you enough information to move forward and decide which business structure is best for you both. Have a good day.